but this is my little library so far. Okay, so this is my start to my library. I'm going for a bit of a dark and moody vibe. I can't paint the walls, unfortunately, because we're renting right now. But the shelves themselves, I just got a cheap cut of wood from the hardware store, stained them, got these little brackets from Amazon, and hung them up. So up top is and here are my books I haven't read, so my physical TBR list, if you will. I added some just kind of fun items that I found. This I found at an antique mall. I think it's an old banister top, and someone painted it, and I love it. I have this little brass pelican. I mean, come on. Also ignore my nails. Vintage frames. I painted this myself on a little paint night with a friend. I have my one of my favorite finds I got at a vintage shop. Little glass lovebirds. There's the mama and the two little babies. So cute. I really love red glass. One of my more recent finds is this beauty. I always wanted one of these, but they can get pretty expensive. But I thrifted this and I found it, and I screamed with joy. I have these little lanterns that I got from an auction. This lady lived in the most amazing house and just had the most amazing things. So there's 3 of these that I can put candles in. I think I'm just going to get some battery powered tea lights. And then I love a stack of vintage books. So I have just been picking these up as I've been finding them, and then I added a little brass duck to the top. One of the books is like a urogynecology book from like 100 years ago, and I work in urogynecology, so when I found that book I had to snatch it up. I found in a cool little thrift shop, antique shop, kind of like a combo of both. And it's from 1841. So it's quite old, and I just love the frame. I love the artwork itself. And on the back it says, painted by Lydia Mary Capps, Grandpa Mabe's first wife in 1841. I love stuff like this. Heavy glass red candle holder. I was originally going to use this to put all my bookmarks in, but it's not quite wide enough for what I want, so I will just use it as a candle holder. And this I got, still has the tag on it from the thrift shop, but I mean, come on. I love like a weird, wonderful find, something that's a little like different and weird that you don't see all the time. So he fits perfectly in. Red lantern for like a tea light. This is probably my most favorite piece of artwork I've ever thrifted. I found this at a thrift shop, and it's just such a beautiful oil painting, and this like gilded gold frame is just exactly the vibe I'm going for in here. I found this cool like 60s, 70s woven basket, and so that's what I ended up putting all my bookmarks in. I like a bookmark. So my friend and I do like little paint nights, and we'll make bookmarks, and I'm extra, so I bought a laminator for us, but just like different bookmarks I've painted that I just think are fun. I made my 4-year-old do a painting, and then I kind of cut it up and laminated it to make a bookmark. So yeah, these are all my like fun little bookmarks, but they didn't fit in that red holder, so I just have them in this basket for now. Clearly I like brass, so I found this little brass container while thrifting. It's empty for now. Don't know what to put in it, but I love it. My friend and I used to be called, people would call us Garfield and Odie. I don't know why when we were kids, but my grandma had this little Odie. She had it forever, and then she just gave it to me one day, so it's kind of sentimental, but I love him, and he just sits on my shelf. So one of my most epic finds that I'll never get rid of, that will live in my library forever, is this. So I found this, and I don't understand how people give away things like this because it's clearly been in a family. So it is completely filled with postcards from, oh gosh, oops, from over 100 years ago. It's spanned over many decades. This woman, I want to do more research on her. The postcards themselves are from all over, from Canada, the States, Europe, the lots from the UK, and I've read into some of them, and they're amazing. The postcards themselves are amazing. They have amazing stamps on them, and it's clearly been in a family and been loved. I don't know how you get rid of something like this. How does no one want this in the family, you know? But I will cherish it forever. I want to try and look up the woman who has been writing all these postcards, but I haven't done that yet. But let me know if you want to see more of these, because I find it super interesting. So I'll show you some of the like postcards. Her writing can be a little bit difficult to read, but they're just gorgeous, and I just love it. I hope everything like this in thrift stores gets found by someone who's just going to cherish it and love it, because it deserves it. Like, seeing old photographs and things like that at a thrift store just breaks my heart, because it's someone's dad, someone's mom, someone's sister, someone's daughter, you know? So I just can't not have this, and it will live in my library as one of my most prized possessions. So I have some other things that I haven't hung up yet. I got this, it's gladiolus, the flowers, birth flower of August, which is my birth month. And my grandpa, who is very special to me, brought my mom gladiolus from his garden, because he used to grow a ton of flowers the day I was born, and we were born on the same day. So yeah, it's just a little special thing. I just found this little rose embroidery that the colorings kind of fit the vibe I'm going for. I don't think I'm going to put this in here. I might get rid of this one. It's like pressed flowers, but the white frame kind of is throwing me off a little bit. I have a little brass cauldron that I'm going to put a plant in, but I need to get like a snake plant or something that's kind of hardy, because I don't want to forget watering it in this room. I also love a trinket, so I found this, I don't know if it would be antique or vintage, printer's press tray. So what they used to put the letters and things in for the printing press. It's one of the drawers, and you hang it on the wall. It makes the perfect little miniature shelf. I have one of these on my main floor, but I want to add another one in here because I just think it would be fun. I have some little mini books and things like that that are going to fit the idea of this room. And these are all the books on the bottom shelf of this that I have read. And then a stack of the books, some of my vintage and antique books I have found. So some of these are like old poetry and things like that that have meaning to me. They're not just like random stacks of books. I also forgot to show this. Again, I work in healthcare, so I love kind of this sort of thing, anything that's an oddity. And I found this at an antique shop, and I had to have it. It was still like $100, but I just love it. I love that it's in a little cloche. And then this is my green vinyl chair, which I'm obsessed with. I got it from a garage sale for like $10. It's in perfect condition, and it's one of my favorite finds ever. And then I found this little stool back there that I don't know if I'm going to keep it for sure, but for now it's just to sit in, put your feet up to read. So this is another embroidery picture that I think I might hang up in here, but I'm not 100% sold on. I'm just not quite sure if it matches exactly what I want. So let me know what you think of my little library and how it's coming, or if you have any suggestions that you think would look good. I wish I could paint the walls because I would love to do it like a really dark color in here, but unfortunately because we're renting, like I said, I can't paint the walls. But otherwise, that's it. Thanks for watching.